She spent the winter on top of that donkey.
Oh my goodness.
We're up here in Ontario, Canada, so it's obviously very cold. And this chicken, Elsa, she ended up with severe frostbite on her feet. We couldn't find the chicken and we couldn't find out what was going on. All of a sudden we looked up in the horse paddock and this chicken was on top of the donkey and the donkey was far away, keeping her safe. I don't think she would have survived without Pedro. Pedro stepped in and gave her friendship. Then she spent the rest of that winter on top of that donkey. She just went everywhere with the donkey. The donkey knows to walk carefully to help her stay on. She was able to keep her feet warm in his deep fur.
You're so sweet. You keep her warm, right? Yeah.
This was not a normal thing. I had never heard of this. We didn't encourage it. I was as shocked as everybody else. Now this is going on. This is the third winter. It's definitely a relationship that they have and they care for each other.
Welcome to our show. Tasty hot water dough recipes with simple ingredients. Part 1 of 2. Vegan salad flatbread wrap, vegan herb flatbread, and sweet crispy vegan dough puffs. Hot water dough is a popular flour dough technique used in many cuisines, including those of China and Eastern Europe. The hot water cooks the starch, causing it to gelatinize, and meanwhile denatures the proteins and prevents gluten networks from forming. This improves the plasticity of the dough, making it soft, pliable, and easy to roll out, but with poor elasticity. Hot water dough tends to be smoother and less sticky than other types of dough and is suitable for recipes that require thin, delicate wrappers. The hot water also transforms some of the starch into simple sugar, thus adding a sweeter taste. In addition, hot water dough holds moisture well, making the finished product tender even after it cools down. In general, the higher the gluten content in the flour, the hotter the water required to get the same result. In some cases, boiling water is used to completely cook the starch. For example, the translucent appearance of the ultra-thin wrapper makes it ideal for crystal dumpling wrappers. Now we're delighted to share our first recipe, vegan salad flatbread wrap, a filling and satisfying meal packed with freshly made salad, wrapped in a soft, pliable flatbread. Add 1.5 teaspoons of salt to a mixing bowl containing 400 grams of all-purpose flour and mix well. Then add 2¼ tablespoons of vegetable oil and 255 milliliters of hot water, about 75 to 80 degrees Celsius or 167 to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. Use a spatula to mix well. Alternatively, you can mix half of the flour in the bowl with half the amount of water with boiling water first and then add the other half of cold water to mix with the remaining flour. When it's cool enough to handle, knead the dough by hand until the texture is smooth. Then cover it with a damp cloth to keep it moist. Let it rest for 20 minutes. Resting the dough makes it soft. It also gives the dough a slightly uneven texture. Therefore, after resting, give the dough a second kneading to smooth it. Then, divide the dough into two. Roll each half into a cylindrical shape and cut it into 4 equal portions. so we'll have 8 portions. Roll the portions into round balls and set them aside. Next, we'll roll the dough balls into flatbreads. Dust the work surface with some flour and flatten each dough ball with your palms. Then use a rolling pin to further flatten it until it becomes a round 12-inch dough sheet. While stacking the dough sheets, place a piece of parchment paper in between to prevent sticking. The dough sheets are now ready, so we can start toasting them. Use the rolling pin to lift a dough sheet and place it in the heated pan at medium-low heat. Ensure that it does not fold or crease. Toast until bubbles or light brown spots start to appear underneath, then flip and toast the other side. When brown spots or bubbles appear on both sides, transfer it to a plate. Don't toast them for too long, as the flatbreads will dry out. Our vegan flatbreads are ready, and we'll now assemble the wraps with filling. Start by evenly spreading a generous layer of hummus over the top of each flatbread, keeping about 1 to 2 centimeters from the edge to prevent spillage when rolling. Then place a portion of freshly made salad filling on the lower end, 1/3 of the flatbread. To wrap, lift the lower edge to cover the salad filling, fold in the left and right sides, and continue rolling to the end. Wrap the rest of the flatbreads in the same manner. To serve, cut the wraps in halves diagonally for a visually appealing presentation.
Vegan side effect. Can't recollect your misery.
Noble viewers, we'll now pause for a brief message. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. We'll be right back.
The most powerful daily prayer for any time and before meditation, which is the order from God, and Supreme Master Ching Hai shares with us by His blessed grace.
We humbly worship, praise, thank, obey, and love God Almighty, the Most High, the greatest, for world vegan, world peace, and our soul liberation. We thank, love, praise the only Son of God, who is the ultimate Master for our salvation. We follow the teaching of all the saints and sages. We thank, love, and praise them, who are the representatives of God for our spiritual elevation.
Whenever she enters, she will lift her head and look like she's asking for the nut. And if we will not give her, like for a prank, she will search. Frontier. We were so happy that she is trusting us. She also started to hide the walnuts inside the house.
Welcome back to our show, Tasty Hot Water Dough Recipes with Simple Ingredients, Part 1 of 2, Vegan Salad Flatbread Wrap, Vegan Herb Flatbread, and Sweet Crispy Vegan Dough Puffs. Our next recipe is a flatbread with a crispy golden brown exterior and a soft, flavorful interior filled with aromatic herbs. It's versatile and can be enjoyed as a standalone snack, paired with dips, or as an accompaniment to soups, salads, or main dishes. The dough ingredients and preparation method are similar to those of the vegan salad flatbread wraps we just made. We list the ingredients at the end of this show. We've made 4 flat dough sheets, each 14 inches in diameter. They are thicker than the sheets in our first recipe. We have prepared ahead some chopped herb filling. Now we'll add it to the flatbread. First, brush a dough sheet with vegetable oil, keeping it about 2 centimeters away from the edge to prevent spillage. Then spread the herbs evenly onto the dough sheet on the area brushed with oil. Fold both the top and lower ends of the dough sheet towards the center with a little overlap. Brush vegetable oil on the overlapped parts and sprinkle some additional herbs over it. Then fold the right and left sides towards the center and overlapped about 1 to 2 centimeters. We have finished wrapping 1 square herbed flatbread and will wrap the other 3 in the same way. We'll fry the flatbread over a medium-low heat. When the oil is heated, place the herb flatbread in the pan. Cover the pan and cook for about 1.5 minutes and then flip to cook the other side. After both sides are fried till golden brown, transfer them to a serving plate. Enjoy this vegan herb flatbread freshly cooked, while it is still hot and crispy. Our last recipe for today is a sweet dough puff snack that has a crispy exterior with a light airy texture and a chewy interior. Dusted with powdered vegan sugar, this snack is sure to be a crowd pleaser. Combine 250 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of vegan granulated sugar, and half a teaspoon of salt in a mixing bowl. Mix well. Pour in 165 milliliters of 75 to 80 degrees Celsius hot water and continue mixing. When the mixture is cool enough to handle, knead it until you form a smooth dough ball. And then let it rest for 15 minutes. Knead it a second time. Then cut the dough into 2 equal portions. Evenly roll out each portion into a 3 to 4 mm thick rectangular dough sheet. Cut it into 3 cm wide pieces. Arrange the dough pieces in a tray, ensuring the edges do not touch. Cover to keep the dough pieces from drying out. We are now ready to deep fry the dough pieces in a deep pan at medium heat. When you see ripples in the vegetable oil and can feel the heat rising, carefully place the dough pieces in, one at a time. When the dough starts to puff up, flip it over and continue frying. The dough is ready when it has fully puffed up and both sides have turned golden brown and crispy. Be careful not to let the oil temperature get too high to prevent the crust from quickly becoming too crispy. Transfer the fried dough to a tray to drain off excess oil. Then arrange them neatly on a serving plate. To serve our sweet, crispy vegan dough puffs, dust them with some mango-flavored vegan powdered sugar to give them an aromatic and sweet touch.
Ingredients. For all ingredients, please use organic versions if available. For the vegan salad flatbread wrap, the ingredients are flatbread wrap, 400 grams of all-purpose flour, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 2 1/4 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 255 milliliters of hot water, 75 to 80 degrees Celsius. Filling: hummus, salad, 300 to 400 grams of chopped avocados, 2 to 3 cups of chopped cucumber without seeds, 1/4 piece of sliced yellow bell pepper, 1/4 piece of sliced red bell pepper, 80 grams of chopped walnuts, 1/4 cup of vegan cheddar cheese, 1.5 teaspoons of ground black pepper. For the vegan herb flatbread, the ingredients are flatbread, 300 grams of all-purpose flour, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 180 milliliters of hot water, 75 to 80 degrees Celsius. Vegetable oil for frying. Herb filling: 80 grams of finely chopped basil, 30 grams of finely chopped parsley, a small amount of dried basil, half teaspoon of ground black pepper. For the sweet crispy vegan dough puffs, the ingredients are dough, 250 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of vegan granulated sugar, half teaspoon of salt, 165 milliliters of hot water, 75 to 80 degrees Celsius, vegetable oil for deep frying. Topping: vegan powdered sugar, mango flavor.
Vegan, for the worthy only.
Our deepest gratitude to the reunited, most powerful three, God, Tim Kotu, and the Son of God, for saving our beautiful planet and all beings on Earth.
Kind viewers, thank you for spending time with us during our show today. We hope our hot water dough recipes will inspire you to try making them at home. Next Sunday, August 17th, don't forget to join us for 2 more hot water dough recipes, vegan sweet soft buns, and flaky vegan chocolate jam pastry. We look forward to you tuning in then. Up next is A True Master is Love Personified, Part 1 of 7, on Between Master and Disciples. may humanity awaken to the compassionate way of life by adopting veganism.
Being vegan, having peace, doing good deeds, life is a feast.
For free international vegan recipes and for language availability, please visit suprememastertv.com/VEG and suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Per ricette vegane internazionali gratuite e per la disponibilità delle lingue, visitate suprememastertv.com/VEG e suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Also, be sure to follow us on our socials: YouTube, Facebook, Getter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Nico, Pinterest, Reddit, Substack, Telegram, Threads, TikTok, Truth Social, Tumblr, VK, and X, previously known as Twitter, in multiple languages by searching Supreme Master TV.